Hello and welcome to the greatest podcast ever created. Some might call it the greatest, some might call it the worst. I'm going to say it's the greatest.
Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Please start that over. Please start that over. No, we're not using that. We're not using
call
that.
it the worst.
We're not using that.
Hi, welcome to
no one
shit podcast.
Keep it all in.
No.
This stays.
What type of self-hating ass podcast is this?
Welcome to PixelHate.
PixelHate. Exactly. We're
We
the
don't
haters.
games. We don't hate
we
on
don't
ourselves.
hate. Yeah, we don't hate each other.
Are you sure about that?
The way y'all come at me every week.
In scenarios, yes, we do. We definitely do hate each other in certain scenarios, but we don't hate our show, though. Chris.
Please follow, like, and subscribe. Our link tree is in the description. This is PixelHate, where the H is silent, but the hate is oh so real. I'm here with my good friends Adam, Wolpe, Jamal, Mikey, and I'm Chris. For those of you who don't know, the uninitiated to this show, this is gonna be fun. We're gonna have a great time tonight. Because guess who's hosting? It's me. It's me. I'm gonna host, and I have more trivia for all of you. So get ready. It's gonna be a great day.
I believe
everybody has taken their Tylenol or ibuprofen. But also, on a side note, I'm loving the character development for Chris doing the intro for the show. It's definitely gotten better over the years.
It's taken so long.
Thank you, Jamal. It happened, Adam. It happened.
It's taken you a half decade to get a half decent promo, kid.
To what? God damn, boy. You're struggling.
I'm fucking tired.
Yes, I believe we all are, Adam. It's a late night episode, but we're gonna make the best of it. I'm gonna put on the late night voice for you guys during the trivia. It's gonna be fantastic.
I asked you to not put me to sleep.
I'm going to, just to make sure you don't get any more points.
All right,
I'm in last place.
Storm. Chris is back. Let's go.
Let's go. All right. With that being said. Good game, bad game.
No.
What?
You're almost there, buddy.
What? I thought we were going good game, bad game first.
So did I.
I read the itinerary before we started.
Jamal, I was looking at my questions. I wasn't paying attention to anything that you said. I was
that's
looking at the glory
of disrespect.
The glory of my questions. It's not a sign of disrespect. It's a sign of how good my questions are going to be for you. That's what it's a sign of.
Okay, we're going to start today's show with our latest edition of PSN. Greetings to all of you fantasy sports fans out there. I'm Adam Quigley of the PixelHate Sports Network with your fantasy update of the week. We'd like to start off with an apology. We solemnly regret to inform you that Micah was right. Diablo IV, at the time of this recording, not only has netted Micah a 92 overall score towards his fantasy team, but also is already being discussed as a Game of the Year candidate. A Blizzard game? Game of the Year?
Nani?
Not sure if I should be disgusted or impressed. In better news, Street Fighter VI's return to form has been critically acclaimed as the best entry in the series in years. More importantly, it gives me, your boy, Adam J. Quigley, a damn good start, finally, as we get into gaming's best season. We're excited to discuss both games and what this means for the industry at large. And with those releases, we have a score update. Averaging out our new games, Chris is still in the lead with a 94.5 off of 2 games. I shot up to second place with 92 for 1 game. Micah, who's the first to have all 5 official roster spots filled, is locked in at 86.6 points. Wolpe falls to 4th with 84 points off of 3 games. And Jamal? My bad. This has been Adam Quigley with your PixelHate Sports Update here on PSN.
My time is coming.
No, it's not.
Is
Yes,
it really?
it is.
No,
Is
it's
it
not.
really?
It's
Yes.
really not.
Yes.
None
My
of the games are coming. So how is
cooking.
how is that possible?
They are coming.
Half your games aren't even coming out this year. So
Shut up.
They're not.
Yes, they are.
Which ones?
Well, right now on my bench, I have one. Another game is Sea of Stars. That's going to come out this year. That's going to be
73
on August.
overall.
No. Y'all are hating on the retro style 2D art games, all right? They're going to be great.
I think you put too many eggs in that 2D style basket.
You really did.
I put 3.
That's
That's
more than half.
3 too many.
No, it's not.
There's only 5. So
Okay. My games are cooking. Relax.
I'm literally preparing the punishment with you in mind.
Chris, stop laughing in the background, all right?
Also, wait, hold on. I have a question about Chris's transaction for Mortal Kombat 1. So
Chris is a schemer. That's all I gotta say.
First of all, he never even said how many coins he's going to put up.
I said 20 at the beginning.
No,
I
you
said
didn't. No, you
I'm
didn't.
putting down
No, you
20
didn't.
coins.
No, you
Yes,
did not.
I did.
No, you
And
did
then
not.
I put it inside.
You
okay,
did not say
whatever.
that. Also, you
Whatever.
never even acknowledged
Whatever.
my offer.
Whatever. I'm going to go back and screen cap it just for you, Adam.
Okay, do that because then you're going to be pissed off. You're going to edit shit in.
Second. I don't have to respond to your goddamn
Yes, you
offer.
do.
Yes,
That was
you
a ground rule. That was a ground rule. If there are any proposals, any trades, anything, we have to acknowledge. You can't just go behind the scenes and fucking say, "Yeah, I got this game now."
The fantasy is not trivia, Chris. You can't make up rules on the spot.
Also, are you able to trade like a game that came out as long as it's on your bench? Are you able to trade it still, even if it already came out
to another person?
No, trade it in for a new title.
Yes.
As long as it's not on your starters.
Correct. Correct.
Okay. Because I saw Chris did Atomic Heart for Mortal Kombat 1, but I was like, Atomic Heart came out months ago. So I just wanted to clarify that. And I wanted another reason to fucking tell Chris that he's a cheating fuck.
You can look for all the loopholes if you want, Adam.
You're
I denied your trade, and I got.
You never denied it. You just didn't acknowledge it, which is
you
bullshit.
didn't say anything about it, Chris.
You said, "That's interesting," and then just never said anything.
right?
There's no shot that Chris doesn't win this now because he picked up some of the highest rated games of the year, and there's at the end of the day.
What are you're sitting pretty with the 92. What are you crying about?
No, he's not. He has an 86. That's
an 86
Adam,
average.
92.
But the thing is, even if you have like your games, your other ones have to be so bad to like completely shoot down your score.
Who told you guys to draft the way that you did?
I have a literal 90 on the way. Forza Motorsport.
No one told us to draft. You just got the best games off.
We serpentine drafted it. I literally gave it the fairest possible draft that I could. We literally watched the.
I hate how reviewers dick ride Zelda, bro. Of course, that shit was gonna get 100.
My bad.
It didn't get 100.
It got a 96.
It got close enough. It was like 97.
I'm just mad that Chris got it without even playing Breath of the Wild.
I'm playing it now. Stop crying.
Now
he's still 16
5 years
in.
late. 5 years.
I'm not. I'm not. I'm
not gonna lie. Now that
I'm actually 40 hours in and I'm doing big shit, Adam. I'm about to get the Master Sword, bitch. Fuck you.
I feel like you've been at 40 hours for like 2 weeks.
Hey, Jamal, I'm also moving. Can I live my fucking life? Can I live?
Are you sure you want to be saying
that's how I feel when y'all talking about Zelda?
You want to be saying that statement to me?
Breathe.
Don't tell that statement to me.
Nah, I had to mute the chat this week because y'all was going off about Zelda. I was like, bro, I'm doing other shit but playing this game. Like, I don't want the whole fucking game exposed to me right now. And now that Diablo's out,
that's big talk coming from someone who was bitching about me not wanting anyone to give spoilers on the show.
Totally different from first day, and it's like the tutorial versus y'all being like, there's a whole thing underground and all this.
Have you not had more time than me to experience all this?
I don't think I have. I've been super busy. I haven't been on my Switch like that.
You've been on Diablo.
Diablo came out an
Today.
hour ago. Diablo came out an hour ago.
All right. Here, speaking of
And
that,
yet you already have 12 hours in. That's crazy.
yeah. Speaking of that, it's time for good game, bad game. Good game, bad game. So, Micah, you can start.
Oh, don't make me start.
Okay, I'll start. So today, bad game. Today is the last day of Knockout City.
Damn.
That's a bad game.
Are we going? Yes. First of all, shut the fuck up. And second, and more importantly, are y'all gonna play?
With you
No
tonight?
shot tonight. No way.
Fuck you. The rest of y'all. Today is the last day to ever play this game. I'm never gonna ask you for this ever again after today. I can't. So please, one round.
If my
If
PS5
we-
wasn't packed up,
Audience, what would you do?
What do you mean? If
Would
I don't
you-
know if this shit's packed up?
Would you
It
spend
is.
time playing the Rumble City knockoff bootleg Walmart version, or would you be slaying demons?
Why is he lying like he doesn't like the game? Like
It's
you
just-
play the game.
It's a versus right now. There's a huge game versus one that's ending. What would you do?
3 games I want to play.
Diablo is still gonna be here after
what
12
games are
a.m.
those?
You can only experience it for the first
Oh,
time
shut the
once.
Because
fuck
Micah
up.
wants to have his
Oh,
name
oh,
forever
shut
etched into
up.
the statue of Lilith.
That shit is weird, bro. I'm sorry. You're not putting my name on no devil statue. Respectfully.
Well, let's go more to this when we get to that topic.
Oh, you
We
guys
get to
are
that point.
expletives. I can't stand this.
Okay, well,
I
here's
said
the-
I'll
here's the-
play.
Give your
Yeah.
good game.
Here's the deal. I said I never got to finish what I was saying. I was saying if we finish this recording, if we finish this episode in a timely fashion, then yeah, we could play this. We could play Knockout City. We can get a couple games in on the stream or whatever, and still have time to play a little bit of Tears of the Kingdom to end the night, blah blah blah. But if this takes forever, which Chris's trivia very well might, then I don't know if we're gonna have any time to.
Oh, that's the face of a schemer.
So it's tentative. What's your good game?
That he gets to
Fucking
play Knockout
hell.
City one last time.
Eat a dick. You guys stole all of my fucking excitement. I don't know. I didn't play anything else. It's Tears of the Kingdom, man. It's the greatest game ever. I don't care.
Fair.
How about you, Adam?
I'll say my good game was probably so I bought Mario Party Superstars last week, which still isn't the most complete Mario Party game, but it's much better than what was it, Super Mario Party, the one before it, where they're all riding on the same fucking vehicle and it's bullshit and that game sucks. And I've been playing that with a couple friends, couple people, have a good time, get mad, get angry, but also still having fun. My girlfriend really had fun. She almost actually stopped playing with me because I got so mad at the computers because the game is bullshit. Dude, the last game that we played, like I had to like turn the game off, but I had the most coins, 0 stars, so that I kept on getting shafted. And then you know how they give bonus stars at the end, as long as you keep that option available. They were like, oh, well, the person with the most stars gets another star. It's like, what the fuck? I won every mini game and I had over 100 coins and I got 0 stars in the bonus. It was complete horseshit.
Mario Party literally cheats, right?
Yes, 100%.
Like
Yeah.
the only fair way to play the game is with 4 human players.
4 human beings, yeah.
It is the only.
Because at some
That
point,
game is
randomly,
fucking trash.
like King Boo comes in and is like, well, I think that the person in last place is going to win. And they give them like the best item in the game. It's like, why? Why do you think? And then they still come in last. But like, I could have used that. I could have used that triple dice block easily. Piece of shit.
I would
Delicious.
be down to play that though.
Yeah, I would love to play it on stream and just get really angry at each other.
I'm with it.
I'd say my bad game is it's probably still Mario Party Superstars.
Yeah, come on. That sounds like a bad game.
So, I mean, I've had fun. That's my
Was
good
that
game.
the good game?
That was my good game,
Yes.
but then it transformed into my bad games. So Mario Party Superstars is both for me.
Okay.
Chris.
No bad game this week. 2 good games.
Boo.
Whatever.
You're so boring.
Whatever. What's not boring is Zelda, and yeah, like I said, I'm about to get the Master Sword, and I've been fucking around in the Korok's forest and getting all the shrines over there. You know, I'm like one heart short of being able to pull the Master Sword out of the fucking stone. I'm like, God, please give me the freaking shrine so I can go ahead and grab this sword. And then my other good game of the week is Spider-Man PS5. The PS4 version put on the PS5 because good God, after watching Miles Morales this week, I was like, yeah, I need some Spider-Man in my life. And then I hopped in and I'm like 75% through a playthrough. So I'm like into the good shit. I got all my gadgets and picking it back up. I was just like, oh my God, this feels so kinetic. This feels so fucking good. And then also obviously watching the Spider-Man 2 gameplay reveal definitely inspired me to go back and give it another go. But yeah, those are my 2 good games for the week.
Okay, I guess I'll go next. My good game was getting Street Fighter 6. Trying out different characters that I found interesting. I think I'm going to stick with Manon. She's a grappler, so she uses judo. So, and then I just been, just kind of dabbling, just understanding the mechanics and everything and learning her moves and combos. So that's been a treat. My bad game was not really have time over this past weekend to sit down and actually play any of the games because I worked over this weekend. Friday, I went to see the new Spider-Man movie, and that was great. And then so there wasn't a lot of time. Then plus my family came down to visit starting Saturday. So I've been spending time with them. But yeah, I haven't really had time. Just always been the little moments that I have to actually sit down, just kind of progress. It took me until Saturday night to actually even just start up the game, like to make my avatar. So it's been crazy.
Damn, that's crazy that you just said your family visiting was your bad game.
Relax.
Hey Jamal, I'm gonna give you 2 weeks on Street Fighter 6 before I get on and run you off the sticks forever.
Or I just don't play you and continue going at my own pace.
Yeah, you fucking pussy. Yeah.
No, you can't talk to me like that. Fine, we'll pay. God damn.
We're being a bitch.
All right.
Who
Micah?
you talking to?
My good game for the week. I've been playing more Tekken 7 online, and I don't know if it's that everyone on the game that still plays is like shit now, or if I actually just got better for real. But with Kazuya, I'm fucking shit up online, and it just feels good to like be good at Tekken for once. So it's a lot of fun. My bad game was watching all of the people that paid $100 for Diablo play it 4 days before me, even though I pre-ordered the game. I don't know how I feel about a game that's getting 9 and 10 out of 10s also having like an ultimate edition that's $100 that lets people play 4 days early before everyone else. It feels super scummy.
It's
Is that
Blizzard.
the only perk?
It might as well be. There's like a battle pass in that bundle, and then also like pre-order bonuses for other Blizzard games. So like skins and stuff for other Blizzard games. But it's like the real reason you buy that is to play early. There's no you can get the battle pass whenever, and you can but the fact that it's $100 and the game is already 70, it's like fuck that.
It's Blizzard.
And this is an MMO, or it's a light MMO. So like knowing that people are already beating the game and I just started, it's like, oh, so I just get to see people running around one-shotting everything while I'm still like level 2.
Right. I feel that.
But yeah, that's about it.
10 questions, 20 seconds each. It's time for PixelHate Trivia.
Hi, your host is back, and it's time for trivia. Everybody looks so pleased right now. Everybody looks so ready. I'm
To it.
I'm so happy. I'm so happy, Adam.
KMS.
This first question. Shout out to Micah because you inspired this question.
Sound good.
Here we fucking go.
Here we go.
All right. So, Diablo 3. In Diablo 3, there are goblins in the game. What is the rarest variant of goblin that you can obtain?
Easy.
You have 20 seconds. Go.
Fucking easy.
Good. I'm glad that it's easy. So you bitches will stop crying maybe for once.
One person.
It's not
said it
easy
was
for them, but it's easy for me.
Well, 3 points, Micah. 3 points.
Oh,
I'm
God.
feeling generous today. Your time is up. Answers, bitches.
The Rainbow Goblin.
Black.
You wish it was the black.
That works for me.
All right, it is correct. The rainbow goblins is
The thing
correct
is,
answer.
The
while I'm
rainbow
writing,
goblin.
the thing is, if I do the writing thing, I can't tally my answers now.
Yes, you
Adam's
can.
keeping track though.
Yes, you
so-
can. Literally just do this.
No, because I press undo. I don't want to have to pull out the eraser on my phone.
I'm keeping
You
track
don't
of it.
have to do that.
Second question. Street Fighter. The very first one. It has a story. Who does the story follow? What character does the first Street Fighter story follow? That is the question. 20 seconds on the clock. What character does the first Street Fighter story follow? And time.
I said Guile.
This shit is so fucking dumb. It's Ryu.
Ryu is the correct answer. Good job, guys. Good job.
I'm so annoyed. I thought that was a trick fucking question.
No, he
was
definitely
not.
took your fucking advice way too seriously. Where like everyone has to get the answer.
No,
No,
no.
it's boring.
Everyone but Adam.
I started out easy. We'll pick it up, man. Damn. God, you guys are crying either way. Whatever I do, cry. Damn.
Yeah, Chris is very tame this episode.
I know.
In 2021, a beloved Sony exclusive found its way onto Xbox via Game Pass by request of the publisher. What is the name of this game? 20 seconds on the clock.
At the request of its publisher.
At the request of the publisher. Timer.
Was it Final Fantasy? Oh,
Persona 5.
Fuck.
Persona.
Yeah, I said
Damn.
Final Fantasy 7. I didn't remember that was actually put on Xbox.
Wait, Jamal, put that up again. What number is that?
7.
No, it's not.
I know.
No.
It doesn't exist. I didn't put the 5 first. I realized after. I'm like, whatever.
The correct answer is MLB The Show.
I knew it. Oh,
That's a Sony game.
Good.
Yes.
At least
It is
everybody
a
got it
Sony
wrong.
exclusive game.
yeah. Damn, I knew it. Persona 5 came out on Game Pass last year.
That's the only one I could think of.
Fuck,
Hey, it was a good question. Cool. I told you the harder ones were coming up, guys.
Wait, so it was Persona?
Yes.
Jamal said
No,
Final
no,
Fantasy.
No, it was MLB The
Adam,
Show.
MLB The Show 22.
Oh,
Adam.
shit.
That was the correct answer.
Wow.
I should have gotten that one right. I fucked up.
Question.
All right.
You know what wouldn't have?
In two other Sony beloved series, The Last of Us and Uncharted, there are Easter eggs from Naughty Dog's previous games. What are one of the Easter eggs? 20 seconds on the clock.
I might have to see if I can't write fast enough. I'm using abbreviations also.
I think I saw.
And time.
I thought I saw a video about this.
I
Crash
said,
in Uncharted 4.
There's
yeah.
a Wumpa fruit somewhere.
I said Crash Bandicoot poster.
I said eggs? Question mark.
And by Crash, I mean that you can play Crash. You can play the video game
Yes.
Crash on Uncharted 4.
Yes. Okay,
Oh,
so
that's right. Okay.
Adam, what was your answer?
I said Crash Bandicoot poster. I knew it was something Crash. It was either a game or like an arcade or like a poster or something or like a doll.
Adam, I will give you half point. Micah, I'm going to give you a half point. Wolpe, I'm also going to give you a half point.
I was right.
You're kind of right. Jamal, I'm going to give you a full point because that was one of the correct answers.
That was a complete guess.
What is the eggs? What?
The precursor orbs. They are eggs that are
From
found
Jack and
with
Dexter?
From Jack and Dexter. Yes, exactly. They are
There
found
he is.
within
I
the
guessed.
game. That was a good guess. It was a good guess. And I'm giving Wolpe because the Wampa fruit are found in the game. It's just it within Crash. So I'll give him the point.
Yes, loopholes. We'll take that.
Yes.
We'll take those.
And then Adam said something Crash related. So I'll give everybody a half
Yeah.
point for
Alright,
that
so
one.
I have 2.5.
Except me.
You got a full point, Jamal.
I know.
You did your thing. You did your thing.
I know.
All right. So, Banjo and Kazooie was not greenlit for another game. Instead, they rebranded the series and came up with 2 new characters. The director of the game created a brand new game. What is the name of the new characters? 20 seconds on the clock.
I know this one.
Oh.
I was wondering what this fucking connection was. I didn't know it was like a developer thing. I thought it was just some random.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah. It's on Game Pass. You know it.
You do. You should.
You definitely do.
You've seen it a million times.
I know.
It's the last game on there.
Timer.
Boom. Ukulele.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna say. I was
yeah,
gonna say fucking lizard and lizard and thing.
said-
Oh, I didn't even
Fuck.
think about that.
I said
Ukulele.
Coco and Micah.
Wow.
Ukulele was the correct answer.
The fuck?
Mm-hmm.
That's
I've
gotta
never
be
played
racially
it, but that shit is
motivated.
there.
Hey,
Man.
I am on fire today. My questions are hotter than the streets in the summertime in the 6. I want you guys to all know. All right. Now, next question.
It is really hot down here.
My questions were better.
My questions will be better than all of them.
In Marvel's Spider-Man Miles Morales, Spider-Man teams up with a fellow spider hero. What is the name of this spider hero? 20 seconds on the clock.
Hello, Spider Hero. Wait, what was the game?
Miles Morales Spider-Man. This could also be considered an Easter egg to some.
They didn't play the game yet.
Yikes, Jamal.
And I haven't watched any of it, so I have no idea.
And time.
I have no fucking.
I said
What's your good guesses?
Spider Gwen.
Wolpe,
Spider-Man
Okay.
Noir.
Mikey,
I didn't write anything.
I didn't write any.
Jamal. Damn.
anything either.
It is Spider Cat. Spider Cat is the correct answer.
Spider Cat, really?
Ooh.
Yes.
What a
Look him up.
lame ass.
Look him up. Look him up. No, it's not even late. It's actually really, really cool. You get a specific suit that has Spider Cat in the backpack, and then he like comes out and like beats up people while you're
Oh.
fighting. It's really, really cool.
Oh, it's like a
really scary.
gadget. Oh, okay.
Yes.
Got it.
I'm shitting the bed.
Me too.
I think we all.
All right. This one you guys should get. I'm going to be shocked if nobody gets this.
I'm bad at trivia, so
In Kingdom Hearts 2.
Yeah, say it every week, Jamal.
sure thing.
In Kingdom Hearts 2. What was Sora doing while we play as Roxas? What is Sora doing while we play as Roxas? 20 seconds from the clock.
Hold on, I need more. This is like a whole sentence.
At the beginning of the game, what is Sora doing while we play as Roxas? Before we play as Sora.
We'll use a whole bunch of similes in case this is like a very specific answer.
I will accept 2 answers for this.
I only remember.
And that's time.
one thing.
He's asleep in that crystal egg thing with Namine.
Oh, that's right. My answer's so dumb.
I just
now.
said sleeping / getting his memories back.
Exactly.
I said he was riding a skateboard.
I mean, Roxas was doing
It's true.
that.
It's true though.
Roxas was doing that. You're right. Oh shit.
I guess
Okay,
Sora's body was technically
Adam,
doing it.
you are correct. Sleeping. I
Bro,
would
I
have.
don't
I
remember
would have
shit.
accepted regaining memories, which Jamal said, or sleeping. Great job, fellas. Great job. I was gonna be. I was gonna be so heartbroken if nobody got that.
All
I
right,
mean,
so
Micah didn't.
Micah didn't get it right?
No, he said skateboarding.
He
Skateboarding.
said skateboard.
It was a good guess.
This one
How?
is a little bit harder.
You could have said doing nothing and it still would have been right.
I would have said you probably could have got that loophole if he needed to say what Rox. Well, you know, if he didn't mention Roxas, just because nobody, you know, body, heartless, whatever.
That's too meta though. That's too meta. That's way too meta.
Next question.
Wait, what number is this?
This is 8.
Already? Wow.
In NFL Madden series, in
Oh,
the NFL's
my
Madden
gosh.
series, every installment of the game features Coach Madden on the cover for the first, I don't know, some odd years. What was the first to feature an actual player on the cover? Bonus points if you can name who was on that cover.
Taking a wild guess of one
It had to
that
been
came
a
to my
long
mind
time
first.
ago.
20 seconds on the clock. Go.
Taking a wild guess. Whatever. I just picked a number that came to my head.
Yeah, that's a good way to go about this one, Jamal. This is a good way to
you
go
know,
about this one.
you know damn well I don't play Madden.
Yes. And time.
I said Madden 02, and fucking was it like Ray Lewis or something, or was that 03?
Ray Lewis is 2005. I want to say.
Is he 05?
Yes, he is.
Yes, because that's the first game with the hit stick.
Right.
I said 2001 Marshall Falk.
Okay.
Said 05.
99, but I didn't say a player because I don't.
Wolpe, you are the only one to get this one correct in 2001, but you do not get the extra points because it was not Marshall Falk. It was Eddie George of the Tennessee Titans.
Yes.
But
Damn.
Adam, you were close because Ray Lewis graced the cover twice. He was 2002 and he was 2005. So that was a good guess. It was a good guess, homie.
Damn, I don't even get half a point for being 1 year off.
Nah, homie. Nah, homie.
Negative.
All right. This one goes back to another easier question. We all like playing games with our friends.
Yeah.
Grand Theft Auto allows you to do such a thing in Grand Theft Auto 5. What was the first GTA game that allowed for multiplayer with friends and a bonus point for naming the maximum amount of friends? Go.
No.
I remember.
What was the first GTA to allow multiplayer with friends? And how many friends could that be?
Do you have to get both of them right to get the full point?
No. The second one is bonus points.
Oh god.
Okay, time.
I said
What's your
GTA 4, 2 players.
GTA 4, 8 players.
GTA 4, 4 players.
GTA 4, 32.
Crazy. But PS2 was interesting during that time.
That wasn't
so
PS2.
PS2?
That was PS3, homie.
Jamal.
My
Oh,
bad.
And
See?
360. But you guys are all wrong.
See, at least
San Andreas was the first one that allowed for multiplayer. You had to do some finagling to go ahead and get to it. But there's a place within San Andreas, it's in Little Mexico. You go, and there's also another place, but you go over there and you can add a second player. So the second answer is 2 players. The first answer is San Andreas. Sorry.
I thought GTA 4 was San Andreas. I even wrote San Andreas.
oh, Jamal.
Damn,
All right, so
Jamal.
now-
I don't know
Fucking
GTA.
Jamal, you
I don't
fucked
play
up.
GTA.
How?
How do you
You fucked
not?
up. I
Did
will
you
give-
have a
At
childhood?
your big age?
I will
Okay,
give
so-
Jamal a half a point for saying San Andreas.
But
No, because he said GTA 4.
He did say
No,
GTA.
don't
I-
give him shit.
do I get the bonus point for saying 2 players?
Yes.
I even wrote GTA 4 San Andreas, but oh well.
Yeah,
Why does
that
he
game
get
doesn't
the-
exist.
You're not trivia master.
It doesn't
Wait.
matter. No, that game does not exist. So no. If you had said GTA 5 San Andreas, I might consider it.
GTA 4 San Andreas doesn't exist, so you don't get the point. And then Adam would have to get the first answer right to get the
To get the
bonus.
second
so
Yeah,
point.
you
don't
can't get
the
a bonus
either.
point without
All right,
getting
that's
yeah,
fair.
no one
That's
gets
fair.
it right.
That's
Yeah,
fair.
Adam, you're
Nobody
not
gets it right.
slick. Get the
Fuck
No,
you
fuck
guys.
out of here.
Chris already said I got it, so I got it.
No,
Fuck
So
you guys.
random.
Nobody
Nah.
gets it right.
Oh, I
Racist.
said 2, so I get it right.
Get the fuck out of here.
All right, final question of the day, fellas, and the hardest. Well, it might. The first part
Oh
of the
my
question
god,
should
just
be
do it,
easy.
you know?
Yeah,
No, never.
Not Adam. Let him go at his pace. Damn.
No.
And I'm going pretty fucking fast. If I do say so, my goddamn self.
Yeah, it's
So,
only
not
9:30
anymore.
p.m. Come on.
All right. So,
He just wants to play Knockout City.
Yes.
what year?
For the last time ever.
What year was the first video game console released? And for extra points, what is the name of that console? 20 seconds.
I gotta do podcasts with people my age, bro.
You act like we were born when that shit came out.
But y'all know better than me.
I don't know.
Fuck.
Read. I don't know to tell you.
Oh man.
That's how I
And
feel.
time.
I didn't have time to write anything.
Okay.
I feel like we've talked about this before. Like,
Yes.
way back when.
I'm
Fuck.
thinking a
But
guess.
I don't remember. I
I'm
said
taking a wild guess.
I said the Atari in 1976.
The Atari 2600 in 1989.
I just said 87.
I said
What is
I
that?
said 1971 Atari, but I had to like kind of.
It looks like it says Abentari.
It looks like you got a stroke.
All right, we
Like,
all
mid-answer.
Looks like a 4.
I don't.
We all
I
got
don't
this
write
wrong.
on
What
a
is it?
phone,
1471.
It is.
Stupid.
Micah was the closest one to it. It was 1972, and it is the Magnavox Odyssey.
Yeah.
Wow.
The Magnavox Odyssey.
Oh,
was-
so we don't even mention that thing anymore because it's so
Yeah.
ancient. Yeah.
Yes, exactly. Why I saved it for number 10 and the hardest
So I
question.
get. Do I get a point? Like a full point?
No.
No.
Hey,
Both answers
that
are
that
wrong.
wasn't bad. I
Thank you,
enjoyed this.
Wope. I appreciate it. I
Fuck
appreciate
that!
it.
I got 2.5 points.
The first question was a
You just
Diablo
suck at
question.
trivia,
Shut the
like
fuck
me.
up.
All right. So after 2 games of round 3 of trivia, Chris was the host, so he received no points today. So he still has 6 points, which leaves him tied for 3rd place. I'm in last place with 1.5 points. Jamal is tied with Chris for that 3rd place spot with 6 points.
Cool.
Micah is in 2nd with 9 points, and Wope is in 1st place with 9.5 points.
Top of the board.
Yeah, nobody's playing Knockout City with you, so you can go fuck yourself.
Your loss.
No, Your loss.
If I do say so myself, that might have been the finest trivia round of them all.
It definitely
came
wasn't.
up with some fantastic questions.
It wasn't the worst. I'll give you.
It wasn't the worst. His last one was the worst, and then this one was just like a 5 out of 10.
No, I'll give
Here we go.
because
Here
I
we
got
go.
the most questions right. I'm gonna give Chris some.
No multiple choice, no true or false, just all naming stuff yet again.
Hey, at least it wasn't like niche stuff, except for
I
that
gave-
Diablo shit. But
I gave everybody a chance, and I gave.
That's what you said last time.
no. But this one was.
You're
good.
telling me the
This one
Diablo
was
question
way
was
fairer.
niche, but your Kingdom Hearts, what was Sora doing when Roxas was jerking off in the cut?
When Roxas had a skateboard up his ass, what was
Me
Sora
laughing
looking
is
at?
not an admission that you're right. You should know. If
No.
you play Kingdom Hearts,
He
2,
asked
you
how
should know
what
he was
color the
fucking doing.
goblin is in Diablo 3, and I'm supposed to know what the fuck Sora was
He
doing.
said what the
for-
rate. He said what
If
the
you
rarest
play
type
Kingdom
was.
Hearts 2, which you have, you should know the answer.
Well, I said he was skateboarding.
And you're wrong. So
I knew it happened. I just didn't remember when.
And all you guys play GTA, and you guys still got it wrong.
Okay, well,
No.
you're like the third
Okay, first
person
of
in the
all-
world that has never played GTA.
yeah, Jamal, that you should be ashamed.
Chris,
No.
have you even ever played
not.
Diablo 3?
Because I preferred Saints Row 2, and I loved that game, and then I didn't
No.
care to get GTA.
No,
Yeah, I know. Thank
I
you.
played Diablo 2 though.
Okay, well, that doesn't matter. Pausing the game for a quick second. We hope you're enjoying PixelHate so far. Please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe wherever you're hearing or watching this. Check out the Twitch channel at twitch.tv/pixelate_. You can find the link tree in the description below for links to all of our stuff. And of course, share the show with friends and family alike. Alright, back to the show. 3, 2, 1, come.
All right, so we're back. Trivia's over. Chris, I'm proud. There's a lot of character development in this episode, so we're finally going somewhere. This is like season 5 of an anime, and we finally got somewhere. Slow start, but it's worth the wait, I guess. Not really. So a couple of games came out this past week. We got Street Fighter 6 and we got Diablo 4. But first, we're going to talk about Street Fighter 6. This is a big fighting game, as Wolpe was talking about before. It's like setting the tone. I think is a great addition. What I like the most about it is the kind of like the trainer tutorial, like getting new people in, right? Because they literally tell you everything, and the training options give you a whole bunch of options. Now, I got Street Fighter 5 when it first came out, but I didn't really delve into it. And then from what I remember of the training settings, there wasn't a lot. It was very typical, but this one does a lot more. So I'm liking it. It gives you a lot of tools. My favorite thing is the frame meter data. So you can literally see startup, period before it's active, the active hitbox, and the recovery time. And I don't know. I just like it. Does anybody have any questions? Because there's so much that I can't even think about where to start at.
Yeah,
Real
does
quick.
the game make you feel like Batman?
Doesn't make me feel like Batman.
Anyway,
No.
real quick. So, Jamal, like you said, right, in Street Fighter 5, apparently they had that training mode shit that you're talking about with frame data and actually teaching you how to really play the game as like a paid DLC for Street Fighter 5, which is ridiculous to me, because if you really think about it, a lot of fighting games don't really teach you how to play. They kind of just, like Tekken just kind of gives you,
Tekken has no tutorial.
yeah, they just give you like a giant move list, but they don't tell you how many frames something is active. Like you said, they don't give you recovery frames. They don't tell you what's plus and what's minus. And a lot of people don't even know what that means just off the top of their head. And it's one of those things where it's like Street Fighter is really giving people the opportunity, not just with the modern control scheme, but with the training mode, actually teaching people how to play and what the basics of fighting games really are.
Mhm.
So I think off of that alone, so like a lot of games have a lot to live up to in terms of really teaching you how to play and how to get online and not, look like a fucking scrub. I think Mortal Kombat does the same thing, but
What I also
yeah, I think Mortal Kombat does it too.
What I also think is interesting about this new Street Fighter is The story mode's based around a character that you create, I think. So that you don't see a lot of fighting games do that, I don't think. The only other fighting game that I could see, because I watched like a cutscene where Jirihan was like talking to the main character, and I was like, you know what this reminds me of? This reminds me of Xenoverse, like where you would just make a character and then you would meet like the main characters of the series. I've never seen, maybe I'm wrong, but I've never seen any other like big fighting game franchise do that. Can y'all think of one?
There's definitely one that like I'm thinking of, but I have no idea what the name of it is.
Soul Calibur has a really good character creator, but I don't remember if the story mode is for your custom character, or is it like you do? And I have this game too. I'm fucking up. I bought Soul Calibur 6 when it was on sale for like $4.
Yeah.
I think the story mode is by character though. I can't think of another game that does that. But Jamal, I was gonna ask, did you get a chance to play the story mode?
Yeah, I started off because I made my avatar and then I just started on story mode. You start off as a student of the mascot character, Luke. I guess he's the new mascot of Street Fighter, maybe going forward. Yeah, you basically start off as a student and then he's kind of teaching you basically how to be a fighter, blah blah, and then eventually you just go out into the world, into the quote unquote world at some point, just to fight random people or just learn other styles if you so wish to.
It starts off the same way as the demo, right?
Oh yeah, I think the demo was like the same shit.
How do you learn other styles? Do you like just go and fight at other schools, or like what is that all about?
You basically challenge other masters, other legendary fighters. So
from what
the first one you'll come to is Chun-Li, for example. You'll go to where she's at and then you'll interact with her, do some things, and then you get to learn her style that you can apply to your character and then mix and match different specials or whatever into your character.
I'm just glad you didn't say something like, oh, it's monetized, you have to pay $5 for each.
No, that'll be whack.
No, I don't think they're that dumb.
No, I think this seems like a very complete game. Like 18 characters at launch is a good amount. I think that's a really good amount of characters. I don't really care much for stages and shit like that, but the DLC is coming because Street Fighter has quite a roster,
and plus it already has a year one pass. That's what the different editions also come with. You can get the year one pass, which will come with 4 additional. But one thing I also like, talking more about like character guides, like each character has their own specific guide to talk about like situations where certain moves will come into play. And then when you're choosing a character, it'll give you some basic information like, oh, this is a power type, a speed type, a tricky type, just so you can get more information. Then they'll tell you like ease of use, and then they'll tell you power tricky, like how are they, like mid-range, long range, are they close range?
Just like they're teaching you the game and the character.
Exactly.
Yeah, they touched on that in the demo where the only 2 playable characters were Luke and Ryu, but like there are 3 different levels of like punishing attacks. I can't remember exactly what they're called, but each character has like a different way to activate those different levels of moves, and they have different animations and everything. And like where in games past, everyone would kind of have like the same like Punisher, and it's the same move for every character. Like their special moves are different, obviously, but
it's the same input or whatever.
Yeah, it's the same input. Maybe not necessarily the same animation, but like it's pretty much it's universal.
It's like like universal punishes. Yeah.
Whereas in this game, each one is different. So you really have to like you have a main, but like in every facet of the fight.
I can't wait to get my hands on it. I'm not gonna lie. I've never been excited for a Street Fighter game in my life.
Neither have I.
Just because I was always a Tekken boy, but
yeah,
we've been talking about this for months. Like the art style, they put in so much heart into this game, and like seeing it get not only good reviews but great reviews, like saying amazing, like right before the summer is perfect. It's perfect.
Yeah. Do we think that because Street Fighter V was kind of like a slump in the series, it wasn't a bad game by any means, but a lot of people thought that Street Fighter IV played better and looked better.
It does.
And Street Fighter V was just kind of like, they just had to put out a sequel. It feels like, well, let me ask you guys this: does it feel like they learned a lot from Street Fighter V and they applied all that knowledge into making this game like the best ever Street Fighter?
Yes, they did. And I also saw some people, I think I was watching, it was like some kind of video that Maximilian dude did. I was
Shout
watching
out to him.
Yes, I was watching one of the streams how Street Fighter basically had like a slow start and a lot of people didn't like it, but over the years, after so many different updates, Street Fighter actually started to get good where people actually start to, look forward towards the future of Street Fighter rather than the beginning where it's like, all right, this is like it for like Street Fighter. So I think they did learn a lot from it.
I think because the FGC is so vocal with things just in general, and when you talk about Street Fighter, like that's a staple in Evo. Like Tekken is a staple in Evo, like Mortal Kombat, like Blaze Blue, Guilty Gear, etc. But Street Fighter has been the fighting game. Like all of this shit started with Street Fighter in the beginning. So they need to be aware of not only the rest of the market, but what the people who bought the game say. Because when a series has lasted this long, like Street Fighters that's a 90s thing. We're now in 2023. So for you to keep up, it doesn't just have to be art, it has to be everything. Like you have to listen, you have to try and get new eyes and keep your
fan base.
Exactly, and keep your fan base, which is what they're doing with the control schemes and everything like that. Like you have to roll with the times. And I feel like the developers are really, really smart about that. And when you have like a flop, well, not a flop, but Street Fighter V, when you look at Super Street Fighter 4 and the character roster and just everything that's in that game, Street Fighter V looks really, really bare by comparison. And it's like you can't go from like a high to this and think that people are going to be like just okay with it, because at this point you set a standard and Street Fighter is that standard. So I'm just glad that they were able to bounce back and do what they needed to do to make sure that this game is the one that's going to carry them the next 3-4 years even.
Yeah, I think this game's going to last a very long time because you already know that they're going to have this game's going to last at least 4 years. Because especially in the past where Street Fighter is known to have like different iterations of like the same game. So I'm looking forward to seeing where this goes and to seeing what type of new characters introduced, what kind of returning characters get introduced, and who knows what even like quality of life updates they even bring to the game.
Yeah. It's a tall ask for Tekken 8 and Mortal Kombat 1 to rival this or even surpass it. So I'm excited for what those games have to offer. Nervous because as Wope said as well, I'm a Tekken guy from birth, but I'm excited and I'm happy that they have improved upon the Street Fighter formula. So
this is the type of competition I like.
Yeah. I'm about to say greatest year of fighting games ever.
I'm telling you, golden age. We're here.
Hey,
Street Fighter has started it off, and they haven't proven me wrong. So
go ahead and check out
Mortal Kombat goes though.
Go ahead and check out episode 16 of the PixelHate podcast. It's up on the YouTube channel and on our Spotify. So
golden age of fighting games.
There's a little plug there. All right, Micah, go ahead and lead us into the dark ages.
All right.
So the game only just came out. Diablo IV just came out, like not even a couple hours ago. So from what I've experienced, it's no different than what I got to play in the beta. Because I played through all of the first act in the beta, but specifically my impressions, they're the same, but my impressions on the overall game from what I've heard, it's like game of the year potential, which is crazy to hear. It's a massive open world, like absolutely insane. The first act alone was already really big, so I can't imagine what 6 acts are going to be like.
Micah, convince me to get this game. Why do I need to get it?
The itemization is probably the biggest part. Like if you're a looter, if you like loot games, this is definitely something you want to pick up this year. I mean, the amount of, and I know that they have an in-game store. I know that they have a battle pass, but the amount of stuff you can get in this game, like weapons, armor sets, horse mounts, all types of stuff, like it's all free too. It's not like you have to pay for that stuff. You just grind for it. For me, that's like all I needed to hear is that, okay, even with those side microtransaction things, you can still get everything. And then seeing the 10 out of 10 scores, I don't know. I wasn't expecting all of that. So it's very exciting. And the gameplay is still solid. Like it's, if you like Diablo, this is Diablo 3 on steroids. And what that basically means is a top-down RPG with now extremely beautiful graphics, like very photorealistic.
Yeah, just about to ask that because I think I saw something that people didn't like how they went towards more of a cell shaded. I think what was that in? Was that Diablo 3 or 2?
Well, Diablo 3 was made with the same team as WoW, and before that, Diablo had always taken a darker aesthetic, like Diablo 2 and Diablo 1. But Diablo 3, they tried to kind of branch out a little bit, I think, with their demographics. So like the game is easier. It's not as scary. It's more cartoony. This one is dark. I mean, y'all saw the cutscene I sent in the group chat.
I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, I haven't seen it either.
It's pretty good.
One, that cutscene is like one of the first cutscenes to show, but it's dark. It's a dark ass game, and I love it.
Are there any concerns that you have about this game going forward? Because I have one. I'm just curious.
What's your concern?
I have one also.
We know how Blizzard has kind of like taken like adopted that role of like they've gotten scummier over the years, especially with Diablo Immortal. And my worry is that in time they see how well the game's doing, how well it's getting reviewed. They're like, okay, yeah, we have that fan base settled, right? Now let's add in way too many microtransactions, take out a lot of the shit that you can get in game now and make it so you have to buy it, or it takes another 500 years to get everything in the game without paying a single penny.
Okay, so the developers have already confirmed that they're never going to do anything but cosmetic, like expansions and whatever, or not expansions, but microtransactions, battle passes. Like everything will be cosmetic. They didn't say that for Immortal, so it's a mobile game going in. A lot of people point to Diablo Immortal, like as why you shouldn't buy Diablo 4, especially before the reviews for this game came out. But what people don't understand is it was made by a different team, and it was also a mobile game made. It's a mobile game made for the sole purpose of making money. There's no other reason for that game to exist other than making money. This game, on the other hand, I watched a lot of the developer like interviews and stuff beforehand. This is a passionate team that like is made up of Diablo players. And the only reason I think that there even is a store and a battle pass is because someone at Blizzard was begging them to do it anyways. But everything else in the game just bleeds fucking like passion. I mean, Adam, I know you're going to pick it up soon. You'll see, like, even as a non-fan, you'll be like, wow, they put a lot of effort into just making this game immersive and like have a personality versus so many other games. A lot of other RPGs and stuff are very like uplifty fantasy. This one's purposely dark, and I love it. And there is concern. So like we've seen live service games go from like really good at the start, and then like a year later they start slowly putting stuff in and locking players out of stuff. Destiny, you know. There's really no telling at this point, but I think we can kind of put a little bit of investment into this because Blizzard right now is not in a good place with the rest of the industry. Like after Overwatch, they fucked up.
Yeah, that's and I know that comparing Overwatch to Diablo is like apples to oranges, but we have to remember it's still all under Blizzard.
Well, Yeah, so that is this game was the game of the year that had to like save them essentially, because even when Overwatch 2 didn't announce that shit, it was already on the decline. And they knew going in. That's what, have you seen the marketing for this game? That's why they want people to go get it, because they know if this doesn't work out, it's pretty much it for like their other franchises except for WoW. So yeah, I think right now you have no concerns. Like personally, me on a just a story front and just like playing the game with my friends front, I think this is going to be a phenomenal game. But going forward, what the live service means for like this game, because this is a Diablo for the next decade, just like D3 was.
Yeah, they're gonna add a whole bunch of expansions.
They're gonna add expansions. There's gonna be more battle passes. There's definitely gonna be future microtransactions. You really can't know, right?
And they have world events in that game too, right? I know they had like a open like slam.
World events is just like people outside of your group. You can also link up with them, and like they're just out in the open world, and you all take like a big boss down or something.
Right. Yeah.
There's no like paid thing behind it.
Oh, I know that, but I mean something that could be updated though. So something that people can look forward to.
Oh yeah, they said that they plan on making this into like a light MMO of sorts, where they're just gonna keep putting stuff out for, which I'm all for, because if you played older Diablos, they get stale after like your second go around. So not stale, but you would want more content. But right now,
I like
it a lot.
I'd like to think that the companies have learned lessons that other companies they've learned lessons from the mistakes that other companies have made. Like if we look at Battlefront 2, right? And how EA took all the fucking piss for making the grind
galore,
microtransactions out the ass. The grinding was impossible. And you know how they have like their response to someone's complaint on Reddit is the most downvoted it's the most downvoted post in Reddit history, when they were like, oh, we want you guys to have a feeling of accomplishment when you grind 15,000 hours for a Darth Vader skin. Well, shit like that. I would hope that Blizzard, that is a company that is so based in online gaming, when you talk about Overwatch and microtransactions are pretty much carrying the company.
As someone who played Overwatch 2 a lot, they don't learn.
No, they don't. I was gonna
but with this game, right? Because
with this game,
we're talking that's the past now.
They're gonna play it very safe, will play at least for the first year.
As they
have
fucking
to play
should.
it safe, because they've got investors.
I'll just interject 1 second. It's not the past, because the Overwatch 2 thing is still ongoing.
Overwatch 2 is a sham. It's a shell of Overwatch 1.
Yeah.
I don't hear anything good about it ever. And granted, I'm not looking for anything.
I don't hear anything about it at all.
Exactly. I don't hear shit, and I'm not looking for it either.
Yeah,
like, I want that good news to find me. Diablo's good news found me immediately, and I don't know shit about it. I don't know shit about it. I don't think I've ever played a Blizzard game off the top of my head, but I'm interested. I'm highly interested, and because
I love the franchise.
Yeah, you talked about this heavily,
and I was not. I was expecting. I know I was saying this game's going to be great, but I was respecting reviewers to give it a 7.
8.5s.
Give it a 7 at most, because it's Blizzard, and I was expecting hate reviews. But this game was getting 9s and 10s out the gate, and I was thinking, a game like Tears of the Kingdom just dropped, and this game's getting 10s. This game has to have something crazy. And then I thought about my beta experience. I was like, yeah, it was pretty good, but 10? I have no idea what's waiting for me.
I thought the beta was promising. I barely played. I didn't even scratch the surface.
I loved it, but I love it. I think I loved it as like a fan, So like I'm just surprised
that just entering as an MMO fan, as a multiplayer fan, So
you would love this game. I think all of you should pick it up. Genuinely,
it's crossplay too. So
my final question is: Does this game make you feel like Batman?
This game makes me feel like Doomslayer, but with swords.
I had a question, right?
I guess he does have a sword, huh?
Yeah, he does.
I had like a legitimate question. They said that the character creator is really good, right? But the majority of the gameplay is like top down and it seems kind of far away perspective wise. I've always wondered because those kind of games kind of throw me off. I don't want to say I don't like it, but for some reason the top down perspective and like everything is a little smaller. Like I want to be able to see my character and see the details, see the fit, see the face, see the enemies.
So personally, I've always played Diablo games on my Switch, so the top-down perspective has never bothered me. Because that's the type of game I enjoy on my Switch.
Got it.
But with this one, I think saying the character creator is amazing is kind of like really over exaggerating. It's very bare bones, but it's bare bones because it is a top-down game. But it's still pretty good. You can change a lot, but it's not like Elder Scrolls. It's not,
right.
It's not anything. It's not a fucking a Korean MMO where you can like change your tit size and all that. Like it's pretty bare bones. But I think Wolpe, to your point where it doesn't really matter to me, like those kind of games. It actually matters more in this game than most other games because of how many cutscenes are your characters in now, and like they have a voice and they're actually like. I was surprised at how many cutscenes I've seen already with my main character just like right there. It looks amazing, dude. So yeah, it does matter more than just playing the game for sure.
Okay, because I mean, there's a lot of action RPGs out there, a lot. So what about this game specifically, reviews aside, just as a fan, right? What about this game is worth it more than let's say a Hogwarts Legacy or an Assassin's Creed or
I think it's the tone. I think it's the tone because a lot of those games they don't mess with religion and with kind of like satanic themes and shit like that. You don't see a lot of games that do that except for maybe Doom.
Cult of the Lamb.
No.
I say it's the dread. It's the atmosphere of the game, if anything, I would say.
But like you can find that in a lot of games. I think the fact that this one has so many like ties to like Catholic and Christian, like real world religions. Like you could see something like this happening in a fantasy world, not like just like fucking dragons flying around and all that bullshit. It's like
Dante's Inferno.
Yeah, but
that game's old. I'm just saying, like in modern day, not a lot of RPGs have like the same, and even Diablo hasn't had this kind of tone. Like this is the first Diablo, other than 2 maybe, where it's like this fucking dark.
All right, Jim Ryan.
And also it's compelling.
Those old games.
But more than anything, if you're not like a story whore and like a lore whore, the gameplay is so good. It's so smooth.
Little story slut.
No, I'm a bit of a story slut. I'm not gonna lie.
The lore is good, and if you care to sink your teeth into it, Lilith, the main villain or whatever she actually has a compelling story, and she's supposed to be like a good bad guy in a lot of ways.
Give me art. My video games are art.
Yeah,
so.
You need to watch that cutscene I sent you.
I will.
Obviously.
I'm about to.
Exciting
Adam
stuff.
agrees.
Yeah,
exciting stuff.
I'm excited to dive into it. When I do, I still gotta try to play Tears of the Kingdom for many more hours. But
I think if you enjoyed Elden Ring, anyone who enjoyed Elden Ring, you should try this game out.
This will definitely be my first dive into Diablo, and I'm excited for it.
It's on the list. It's on the list. I'm definitely
summer.
Yeah, it's on there.
But literally every game that comes out this year is on the fucking list. It's like God, 9s and 10s hitting us left and fucking right. It's not gonna stop. It's not gonna stop.
You
know why? Because we're out of the COVID era and we let the developers cook, bro.
Yes, they are.
They got to cook. 2021 was trash. That's why a game like It Takes Two won Game of the Year.
Okay,
not that game. No, hold on. That game isn't bad, but like if Tears of the Kingdom dropped, or if God of War Ragnarok dropped in 2021,
like real games,
there would be no competition.
No disrespect to It Takes Two, but we're talking like AAA 80-hour odysseys,
But that game did get its,
But it's fantastic. It's a fantastic game. and it deserves.
But now we're out of that little limbo era, and now we're like, oh, we're finally seeing the like reward for just sitting through shit for 3 years.
Yeah,
sitting through Cyberpunk.
Gaming was stale for
it
this
was.
year.
This is a really good year.
Elden Ring was like out of nowhere, and people were like, "Oh, games are still good, huh?" And then God of War dropped, and people were like, "Oh, maybe we'll have a good year." And then Zelda dropped, and it was like, "Oh my god."
Oh God, games are back, baby.
And then next week, Gears 6.
Oh, we're gonna get into that next week.
I'm fun.
Do we have any last minute predictions? Just really, really fast.
I don't want to give any predictions. I don't want to be disappointed. All I know is that there better be some Gear 6 news.
There has to be something. I need a Starfield release
I just want
date.
Fable news.
That's coming, Jamal. Don't
Fable
worry.
news is coming. Fable news.
Oh,
is coming.
that's indefinitely coming.
I'm over the Fable. Peter Molyneux can go.
I think you
suck
should
one.
lower your
that's
expectations for that, because it's going to be an all gameplay or all in-game engine kind of thing with the first parties. So I think it'll only be games that have been announced. So I think State of Decay is pretty likely. Probably that Indiana Jones game that they announced, and then definitely Starfield.
Starfield, they're doing their own like showcase thing.
Can I confess?
But it's
something?
a part of the showcase.
Can I confess something, guys? I am scared of Starfield. I feel like it's gonna be trash.
You're not the only one, but I think now
it's either
No Man's Sky.
It's gonna be
with how
in
confident they're being about it, we have a lot to look forward to.
It's either gonna be
they were
garbage
confident about a
or
lot
it's
of
gonna
shit.
be fucking. It's gonna be the next best thing since sliced bread. So.
This is Bethesda's Diablo 4.
Mhm.
I only
really
have
hope
two
so.
games left. I have Forza Motorsport, which is a guaranteed 90. I don't care what anyone says. Just off consistency alone from that franchise, there's no reason to expect anything less than a 90 legitimately. Starfield is going out on a fucking limb, and I really with how Redfall and Atomic Heart came out, Xbox has just really been on the slower side, the more underwhelming side. Yeah, Chris?
Starfield is literally one of the reasons why I got my Xbox. So don't tell me that it's gonna be bad, or I'm
not telling
cry.
you shit.
I'm
not telling you shit.
As a
I'm just
Bethesda
scared.
fan, even 76, like if you're a huge fan, you can kind of enjoy it now. So I don't think there's anything to worry about with that game. It might not be the perfect 10 out of 10 that everyone's expecting, but
I just need it to be better than 4. That's our Fallout 4 is what I mean when I say that. That's all I need.
Yeah.
Take us home. Take us home, buddy.
All right.
No, I shut the fuck up. I'm Trivia Master, so I'm the host today, and I will take us to the promised land. Thank you very much, Adam. So, with that being said, thank you for showing up to the show today. If you've made it to this point in the episode, we would like to thank you from the bottom of our hearts. This has been PixelHate, where the H is silent, but the hate is real. I'm your host, Chris. Please like, follow, and subscribe. You can find all of our stuff in the link tree below. Please go ahead and follow Mikey OQ. He's a great guy. He also has a YouTube channel. And finally, go ahead and look at our Twitch. We're doing big things over there, led by Adam. And thanks. Bye, guys.
Xbox Showcase next week. Tune in, motherfuckers.
Oh,
We're
Summer
out.
Games Fest.
Summer Games Fest too.
I have mixed feelings about Chris's character development now.
Yeah, me too. All right.
I like it.
Goodbye.
Deuces.
Master Chief twerk comp.
What?